The homeowner versus renter wealth gap is growing. You've probably heard about the wealth gap between homeowners and renters in this country. But how big is this gap? How has it changed recently? And why do homeowners generate so much more wealth? The most recent data we have is from a 2022 census, which shows that homeowners had a median net worth that's 40 times greater than that of renters, $396,200 compared to just $10,400. And that number keeps growing. Over the past 33 years, the median wealth gap between homeowners and renters has increased by 70%. Clearly, homeownership plays a huge role in the net worth between homeowners and renters. How do homeowners build so much more wealth? Is it because they're better savers or have higher salaries? The real reason is homeownership itself. There are 4 key principles that help generate wealth through owning real estate. The first is appreciation. Not only do homes appreciate, but with a mortgage, it's leveraged appreciation. This is what sets real estate apart from other investments like stocks. For instance, if your home appreciates at an average inflation rate of 5%, you're not just earning 5% on the money you put in. If you put down 5%, for example, on a $200,000 home, that's $10,000. If the home's value goes up by 5%, it's now worth $210,000. And that means your equity just increased by $10,000. Since you only invested $10,000 to begin with, your money has effectively doubled. This is a major advantage of real estate. In this scenario, the bank is like a business partner. The bank may cover 95% of the home's cost, but it doesn't claim any of the appreciation. It only wants the monthly interest payments. And as the homeowner or investor, you get to keep 100% of the appreciation, which is unlike any other type of investment. The second way to build wealth through homeownership is through principal reduction. Each mortgage payment has 2 key parts. One goes towards paying the bank the interest on the loan, and the other goes toward reducing the principal, which is the actual loan balance. Over time, this pays off the home, whether it's 15 years for a 15-year loan or 30 years for a 30-year loan. Principal reduction is equity that you can access when you sell the home, or you can tap into it through a home equity line of credit. This is one of the major differences between owning and renting. A portion of your monthly payment builds your equity, whereas rent payments go directly into the landlord's pocket. The third component is tax savings. Now, I'm not a tax accountant, so you should consult with your tax advisor. But many homeowners reduce their taxable income with home ownership tax benefits. First is the mortgage interest deduction. And the second is the ability to deduct most of your closing costs in the year that you purchase your home. These deductions can lower the overall cost of owning a home, and they reduce your monthly expense. This is in sharp contrast to renting, where payments to your landlord don't offer any returns. With homeownership, some of what you pay may come back in the form of a tax refund at the end of the year. The government offers these incentives because they want you to borrow money. We are a debtor nation, and for banks to create more funds, they need you to borrow. This is why they provide tax incentives. Additionally, if you own rental properties, the government gives tax benefits to encourage private landlords to provide better housing. This is because the government doesn't manage housing well. The fourth way to build wealth through homeownership is by locking in a fixed rate mortgage. This keeps your mortgage payments consistent, except for potential increases in insurance or taxes. Rent, on the other hand, tends to rise year after year. The increasing rent costs can add up. On average, homeowners spend about 17% of their income on housing, while renters are now spending closer to 30%. This 13% difference allows homeowners to save and invest in other areas, such as buying additional real estate, investing in stocks, purchasing precious metals, or even just enjoying life with a vacation. This fixed housing cost is another key factor that helps homeowners build more wealth over time compared to renters who face ever-increasing housing costs. So why is all this so important? Our country has always relied on a strong middle class, but there's a growing gap between those who own assets and those who don't. You don't want to find yourself on the wrong side of that divide. Even though inflation seems to be stabilizing as of this recording, it's unlikely to stay that way with the government's ongoing deficit spending. One of the things that has made our country strong is its middle class. Owning a home also provides simple but significant advantages like having a backyard for kids to play in and creating a family environment. On the personal benefits, homeownership brings pride and often leads to a higher community involvement, which improves the community for everyone. Are you ready to start building your wealth through homeownership? Contact me today to schedule a free consultation. Thank you. Thank you for helping me on my video. I love you.
Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.